Hello there, welcome back to my views and news. Three news stories. First one is about an interview of Dawit Woldegiorgis, who is head of Amhara Popular Front's Foreign Relations Affairs. He was interviewed by a journalist yesterday, a few hours ago. What did he say about Fano's capabilities, about Oromos, about Addis Ababa? Is Addis Ababa Fano's goal? Secondly, Fano fighters have made some gains close to Lalibela. They have been seen in a town which is at a distance from Lalibela, but the Voreda in which the town is shares border with the Voreda in which Lalibela is. Thirdly, another protest by Brigade Nhamedu members, this time in the US. Fourth protest by Brigade Nhamedu members uh, after the incidents in Tel Aviv, Israel. The protest was held in front of Israeli embassy. Fourth protests in front of Israeli embassies. Firstly, viewers, Dawit Woldegiorgis is Amhara Popular Front's foreign relations in charge, based in the US. Former Ethiopian military officer. By ethnicity, he is an Amhara. He fought in the army of Dergs and he was accused of stealing money meant for food aid. He fled Ethiopia. Investigation was conducted, but for decades he has been in the US. And Skandar Naga, when he formed Amhara Popular Front, announced that Dawit Woldegiorgis would work as the head of foreign relations affairs of the organization. And since then, Dawit has been visiting several countries. He visited Europe. He went to Israel too, met with Israeli foreign minister. He's been part of fundraising campaigns too. Tens of thousands of US dollars are being raised at programs organized in the US, Canada, Europe for Fano fighters. Dawit was interviewed by a journalist a few hours ago, and questions were asked about Fano's objectives. What is happening in the Amhara? And firstly, he said that he became part of this struggle by Fano fighters because his people are suffering. And he said that ethnicity does not matter for him, though he is Amhara. He said that he was an Amhara. But he said he did not know what his ethnicity was when he was a child. So he was and he is an Ethiopian first, then Amhara. He talked about the alleged genocide. He says that genocide is being committed of ethnic group Amhara members in Ethiopia. Facts and figures are evident that people are being massacred. That is why Fanos rose to protect their people. A question was asked about Skandar Naga. He was all praise Skandar Naga. Not surprising because Skandar Naga nominated him as the head of foreign relations in charge. He said Skandar is very religious. And Skandar believes that Orthodox Church is under threat from some extremist Oromo elements. Skandar is political as well as very religious, and he is a man of exceptional qualities who has given up his life's luxuries, and now he's in the Amhara region fighting on front lines. Can Fano win? Very important question. He said, no doubt. Because everyone is Fano. Everyone fighting, everyone in Amhara, they're Fano. So you cannot defeat all these people. That is his estimate of Fano's capabilities. He was asked a question about Addis Ababa. What is Fano's goal? And in no unequivocal terms, he said, yes, Addis Ababa is Fano's goal. Fano wants change in Addis Ababa. But other ethnic group members must not be worried. And he claimed that majority of Oromos don't want to fight Fano fighters. Some hardcore extremist elements are promoting this Oromo Amhara rivalry. Tigrayans too. So he basically said that this is an Ethiopian struggle, and it is a reaction against government's genocidal policies against Amhara people. He talked about US too. He tried to paint a picture as if in Ethiopia a big war is on the cards and the war could spill into neighboring countries. That is why US should not take Ethiopian matters lightly. What is happening in Ethiopia is going to have regional and maybe national, regional, maybe global consequences. Third World War could start in Africa. I don't agree with this assessment. Maybe he's trying to involve US government officials, telling them that they should not take the conflict in Amhara lightly. Now, let me sum up. Dawit Woldegiorgis interview, what he said, nothing is surprising. Addis Ababa is Fano's goal. Fano want to remove PM Abiy. Fano don't want to be seen as anti-Oromo, but this Fano's new movement has led to obviously cracks in Oromo Amhara harmony. And if this conflict goes on in Amhara, now it is being expanded towards border regions, border zones of Oromia. Obviously, Oromo Amhara ethnic violence could escalate. Fano's struggle is basically an Amhara struggle. No one can say it's an Ethiopian struggle. They're fighting for the protection of the rights of their ethnic group, and that is Amhara group. No matter what David says, it's Fano is basically an Amhara struggle. Genocide of Amharas. I don't agree. I never use the word genocide for what happened in Tigray. And back then, Tigray activists, Tigray journalists, Tigray fighters who used to watch my channel, they would criticize me. They said, Sajid, you're not using the word genocide. I said, no, genocide, you need a very high bar to say something is genocide. So I don't say that Tigrayans were the victim of genocide. I wouldn't say now that Amharas are the victim of genocide. Yes, ethnic profiling, ethnic cleansing can be used as terms, but no genocide. He's very hopeful, and he will always be hopeful. He would be hopeful. He will never say that Fano is under pressure. Though what he said about winning, I don't agree. This is a long conflict in the Amhara region, a long, protracted conflict. No one is going to win it or lose it completely. You'll keep on seeing hostilities, you'll keep on seeing clashes, fighting, people dying, and conflict go on. Only solution is some sort of dialogue, some give and take sort of solution. Secondly, towards Lalibela, North Wallo zone, Fano fighters have been seen close to Lalibela. Colonel Fantahun Mohabao's Fano faction is operating in this area. Lalibela was taken by Fano fighters a few months ago, Lalibela airport too, but then military launched a counter-offensive and Fano fighters retreated from Lalibela, though they are there in the outskirts. Now they have been seen in a Warada which shares border with Lalibela. Bogana is the name of the Warada. In Bogana there is Aine. Aine is a town in Bogana, and Fano fighters have been seen in Aine reportedly. Some sources said they're in full control of Aine in Bogna Warada. Lalibela is in Lasta Warada. Bogna is neighboring Warada. And Lalibela was part of Bogna too, I think. Now, then Lasta, separate Warada was created. Now, Lasta and Bogna share borders. And Fano fighters have been seen in Ain in Bogna. There are dozens of towns, villages which are under Fano control. And when Ethiopian military launches big military offensives on these towns, Fano fighters defend, then they retreat, and then they move towards new territories. And when military retreats from these towns, Fano fighters return. This is a pattern we have been seeing. Can military secure entire Amhara region? community deploy all its personnel to all the towns, villages of the Amhara region, roads too. Difficult. That is why I say it's difficult to secure the control of entire Amhara region. Entire Amhara region means all towns, cities, all major roads, all strategic buildings, all strategic places, mountains, forests. You cannot clear entire Amhara region. Border too. Amhara, Sudan border too. And some border areas under Fano control from where they are getting some support through Sudan. So it's not an easy task. If someone believes that Fano can be crushed, entire Amhara region will be back to normal, no, it won't happen in a few days, weeks, or even months. Lastly, viewers, Brigade Nhamedu, the opposition, Eritrean members are protests in different countries of the world in front of Israeli embassies. Brigade Nhamedu members and pro-Eritrean government elements clashed in Tel Aviv, Israel, more than 2 weeks ago. 170 were injured in that clash, and Brigade Nhamedu and pro-government Eritreans were arrested in Israel. Some have been released. A judge is hearing this case, so some Eritreans could be deported. And we are seeing protests by Brigade Nhamedu members for the release of their comrades who are in custody in Israel, and Israel could take action against them. We have seen 3 protests so far. 4th one was held a few hours ago. One was held in Netherlands, 2nd one in London, 3rd one in Ottawa, Canada, 4th one a few hours ago in the US. All 4 were held in front of Israeli embassies. Brigade of the members want Israel to deport pro-Eritrean government Eritreans from Israel. They want closure of Israeli embassy in Tel Aviv. Israeli embassy in Tel Aviv has hired a lawyer which is representing pro-Eritrean government Eritreans who are in custody after clashes which happened a few weeks ago. Will Israel close Eritrean embassy in Tel Aviv? That we'll see. But Israel-Eritrea relations are very tense these days because Eritrean government accused Mossad, Israeli intelligence agency, of working to disrupt Eritrean festivals through proxies. That was a very serious allegation. No response from Israeli government. But Benjamin Netanyahu, Israeli feminist, only said that those Eritreans who are pro-Eritrean government, they have no right to claim asylum in Israel. So tensions there, and Israeli government could take action against pro-Eritrean government Eritreans living in Israel. And that is why Brigade Nhamedu members are trying to cash in on this opportunity by protesting in front of Israeli embassies, asking Israel to take action against Israeli embassy in against Eritrean embassy in Israel and against Eritrean pro-Eritrean government community in Israel.